Nigerians, we told you that there is nothing hidden under the sun. All the one Nigerians gather here. All the Biafrans gather here. This is a very disheartening news that you will ever hear this very week. As I'm speaking to you, based on the information available to us, the former president of Nigeria, the man who perfected the unaliving the 3.something million Biafrans, have finally come out and confessed the main reason why they never allowed the Biafrans to go, just because of this particular thing. My people, wonder shall never end. I told you, the Nigeria you see today, someday you will see it no more. Please, if you are a one Nigeria and you are a hardcore one Nigeria, start looking for nearby Africa country that will run for your safety, because what just happening and what is happening presently as I'm speaking to you, oh, this glamorization of Nigeria is right there in front of you. My people, sit well, comport yourself. Let us see why this video is making a shock wave all over the internet. What you're about to hear, you will never hear it anywhere. That is why I bring it before you. We must expose the evil completely. That is our mission. Watch this video and thank me later. Don't go anywhere.
Northern domination politically. The North feared the domination of the South, educationally, commercially, etc. And I think it is the fear of the major fear of political domination was really what brought about the coup of 1966, which seemed to be one-sided, and it's mainly the northern leadership, both in the political as well as military, that were eliminated, and that engendered the crisis. Now, it was because Ojukwu or the East felt that after what happened in January and July, and a lot of the killings in September, in August, September, October, and subsequently, that the Igbos had to run to their own particular area, and I know that I had to even make sure that the soldiers separated, for a while. Otherwise, you never know what will happen. The animosity if they are within the same barracks. So I had to allow them to go back to their domain. Now it was, when Ojukwu, the East, felt that they have no, because of what has happened, they have no further stake in the country. They decided they wanted to break away from the country. Now, that was really what brought about the civil war. And of course, I said, as a soldier, I'm supposed to defend my nation. And now, as a head of state, I cannot allow the nation to break up. Like Winston Churchill said that he was not made prime minister to preside over the dissolution of the empire when India was wanted to become independent. So that was the point, and I decided that we should not. I should not allow Nigeria to break away. We will not allow any part to secede. Now, of course, Ojukwu wanted, if he succeeded, yes, with the oil, the major oil is in his own part of the country at that time, is in the eastern part of the country. Yes, in fact, he would be independent, he would be financially robust, and then who knows, he might probably go even beyond that to start reconquering the rest of the country so that he can be the president of the country. So
the situation actually at the moment is calm. People are now going about their lawful businesses. Unfortunately, so many of them are now grieving, being left with no option than to mourn the sudden death of their loved one. Nobody knew these attacks were coming. However, some community members had said that they got some intel that these people were coming to attack, because in the past, it's known that most times before any attacks is carried out, they usually send letters, they speak to some people, or even post on the social media platforms that they are going to hit the areas. And so, according to these community members, they sent these reports earlier beforehand to security agencies. But sadly, according to them, nothing was done to prevail over these attackers. And so it happened, claiming these lives. And the worry of these people is that, I mean, it's less than 1 month when the Angwan Rokuba attack was carried out. Over 33 people were killed. After then, just within the next 1 week, people were killed in different local government areas, in Bassa, in Jos South, and all those. And it's continuing. So it's like a recurring incident now that people just go to bed. They don't even know what is coming up next. So their fear is what happens next. Are their lives safe? Are their property safe? Are the security agencies doing their work? What are the government of the day doing? The federal, the state, the local governments, what are they doing to ensure that there's an end to all these recurring decimals of deaths in the land? I mean, it's over 20 years and this is still happening. So it's a sad situation. We try to speak with the security agencies, the Plateau State Police Command, also the military in the state, but we've not gotten any official statements from them. We just get to hear that from sources that we cannot quote, from both from the military and the police, that calm has been restored. People are going about their lawful businesses, even though there was tension early in the morning when this news broke out. They came to block the roads in anger that nobody will cross the road. Everybody should feel their pain. Says the authorities, the key state actors, are not doing what they should do. So it's a continuous call actually on people, stakeholders that can bring peace, not just in Plateau State, not just on the Middle Belt, but I mean across the states in the country, so that people can live their normal lives once again. People can go about their lawful businesses once again without any fears of any attacks coming from anywhere. So this is the call of the people. But as for calm being restored, yes, calm has been restored and people are just living with the development.
I need you to sail Tinubu to me. I'm a Nigerian and I'll be honest with you. First of all, here, I spend 50,000 naira on electricity every 3 days. Before, I used to fill my tank, my car, with 50,000 naira. Currently, 150,000 doesn't even fill it anymore, right? Before, if I have 1 million naira in my account, I feel like a big boy. That you are big. But now, if I have 1 million naira in my account, before I wake up 2 days, it's gone, all right? And the expenses is not just on me. The load has increased because my family is there. Everyone around me needs more money to be able to survive. Again, I no longer sleep comfortably because of very terrible news scattered across the nation. Insecurity, killings, kidnappings, and all of that. No one is safe. Personally, before I used to travel, just pick my bag, fly or use road. I like traveling by roads to anywhere I want to go to. But currently, even as small as I am, if I'm going anywhere, I will need to start looking for security personnel that will be following me around. Right. So, in all of these states, they cry. Over 100 million people.
140 million.
140 million living in multidimensional poverty. And we still have people. I'm coming, sir. And we still have people like you who are standing strong behind Tinubu and his administration. So I want you to sell him to me. Convince me why he is the best for Nigerians.
Well, thank you very much. Tinubu is not only the best amongst the people vying to be the president. He's the one with the best intention. And thank God we have Tinubu. If not, we might not even have a country. And that's the honest truth. You see, when people say or wonder why they say some people because of what is happening in this country, and you still have some people that are still saying are standing behind that man, it's because they understand our reality. It's because they know the facts, they know the truth, and because we cannot be living the fake life that we've been living over the years. You see, the only two things that Tinubu did that caused all this issue, majorly I would say the only one thing he did, because the second one was already done, he only actualized it, was the removal of subsidy. Everybody knows it is not already in the budget of in the budget for 2023 as from June, so it has already been removed. And why is because we can no longer be borrowing to subsidize fuel. You see, I know to some extent people blame Tinubu for a lot of things. For the fact that he was also the one that engineered the enthronement of late President Muhammadu Buhari. But that is strategy. If he had not done that, he wouldn't have become the president. This removal of subsidy is something that should have been gone with a long time ago. Of course, I know President Jonathan attempted it. Well, my brother, we are in a country where all our income are going into just some few people's pockets in the name of subsidy. Governors can no longer pay salaries. We saw what happened during Buhari's government when Buhari was giving bailouts to governors. The only governors that were able to pay salaries were just Lagos, Port Harcourt, and maybe Akwa Ibom. But yet even Port Harcourt and Akwa Ibom cannot pay pensions or allowances. We are at the crossroad. And yes, Nigerians are not the one responsible for this. Our past leaders. Because what would have happened to all our refineries that are not working, that we have to take our oil out of this country and bring it back for Nigerians to now subsidize at a particular dollar rate? So if we keep questioning why we are in this situation and not seeing the reality, that means we are not being truthful to ourselves. And this president came in and said, yes, this is a painful decision, but this is a road we just have to go through. We talked about the floating of the Naira, which my brother here said is only benefiting the few. I beg to disagree on that. And we all know that. But the bane of a leader is when you are able to take the right decision.
Go sit there, and now they are there, so sit there. You see where that chula is, so you see, now they kidnap you, the chula you there, now they offload there, and they say soldiers they will there. See people, see squad, people they back. That chula. They don't let's say the motor they come now. This motor they come. See there. Kidnapping.
This is not a country.
Kidnapping.
This is not a country at all.
How many people they want key? Go to there, they cross. Go to there, they cross. Go to there. They cross.
All right, you have seen it and you have watched the full clips. You know, even before now, everybody was afraid to say the truth. But today, the man who perfected the evil are now confessing by himself. And their British counterpart is the one interviewing him. And you have seen it and heard it loud and clear. That is because of the oil that warrant this unholy, unslaughtered, innocent 3.something million Biafrans on cold blooded just because of oil. But that is by the way. The condition of Nigeria and that of 1967 today is the worst of it all. Nigeria have divided in the presence of the people who said Nigeria is indivisible. One Nigeria is a crime against humanity. The only solution left for these atrocities that is going on in this damn country called Nigeria is only disintegration. Allow we the Biafrans to go because we are Biafra by birth. Biafra seniored this country called Nigeria. Why are we forcing us to remain in this unholy marriage? Look at what just happened yesterday, being the 20th of April in Ore Express Road. You know what happened? A whole full 18-seater bus of GEO was kidnapped. The Islamic terrorist jihadists kidnapped all the passengers, and left the driver dead instantly. What a country are we? The moment you start living in fears for the country you are, that means your life is no longer guaranteed and your life is no longer valid. You see, this is the main reason why we are advocating for the total collapse of this country, because Nigeria is gone completely. The Islamization agenda is already a done deal for the Islamic jihadists. What are you waiting for? Share this video. Share this video if you want to be saved. Share this video. Spread this message, because we can no longer keep quiet or folding our hand. We are exposing this evil before the world to know what is happening in Nigeria, that Nigeria is no longer a safe country. My people, share this video. Who am I? I'm only a messenger. If you love what we do here in this Global Love Channel TV, please don't hesitate to touch and for subscribe button, like and turn on the notification bell, so that whenever we upload a new video like this, you'll be the first person to be notified. And in doing that, you're encouraging us to do more, because togetherness, we shall save life together. Africa must be great again. It's either Biafra or nothing. See you in my next video. Bye for now. Thank you.